Okay, so today I'll try to show you how to make a custom block from a single texture. So I'll send you this file. Here we have a duplicate of the file, so we're gonna get rid of the last one and we're gonna work on the first one. So first you have to make sure you wanna work on these axes and you want the first block to be inside here. So it has to be in positive X and positive Y. So here, if you're looking properly, it's not inside. You have to move it a little right here. And so for that, to be precise, I'm gonna go in edit mode. So tab, or you can do here. You can go in editing mode and you're gonna select this dot and origin here. So it's gonna be in English here. It's just translated for me, but yeah. And here it's affected to this point. And then I go to item, or I don't know what's here, and gonna move it to 0. So it's gonna be perfectly placed inside. Then you're gonna attribute its collision. So our block is gonna be collidable and has a concrete uh, property. And we're just gonna try to see how the block looks. So we're gonna go shader editor, select here this one, and press the folder image, and we're gonna go in the Trackmania image folder, and we're gonna look for the same uh, file, which is Stadium Skull 2D. And so it shows how it looks in game. It should look in game, but it doesn't apply the image actually. It's just visual now. It's just how to see how the block should look like. Then you have this object. It's important because this is gonna show the block and the collision in game properly. So we're gonna check geometry and collision. And here, texture type, we're working on a stadium game texture file. So we're gonna go game texture and select here stadium sculpt 2. And it is here. And then remember of this. The important part here is the occlusion road 02 file. So we're gonna go UV editing. I'm just gonna show it here. And we're gonna select the Stadium Road 02 image right here. So here, we're gonna go edit mode, select. And if you don't have everything, if it doesn't show anything here, it should uh, yes, it's because it's a wrong one. You're gonna have to go here and select UV editor. It's this one we want to use. And it didn't select the right one. So I'm gonna reselect it. It takes 2 seconds. Road 02. And we're gonna want everything here. So yeah, I'll press A to select everything and G to move it. And the important part is to move it in a completely white space, or else you will see uh, some shadows in game that you won't like. So you're gonna keep it on the white part with nothing on it, just to make sure. Then you're gonna go back to layout, and here it should be done. So I'm gonna open the TMUnlimiter plugin and select plus. And I'll just make the things easy so you can have them to work. So I'm gonna hit Ctrl C to have the same identifier. And author, I'm gonna put my name. I already made that one, so I'm gonna make another author. And for the block type, we don't want to change that one. Waypoint is not a triggered block, so we don't really care. Here, this part is important. We only have one variation, and we don't really care about either it is a ground or not. So I'm gonna, yeah, click on plus button for ground and air, and we're gonna rename it. So me, I name that one air, and this one GND. And you want to work on this model. So you click that one, and you select the block. The ground spawn and air spawn location. You're gonna do something which is Shift A, go to void object or something like that, and simple axis, and you're gonna have this. So it's pretty important because that's where your car is gonna spawn. So you can move it a bit anywhere, and I don't really care about where I should put it because uh, it's up to you, in fact. But I will still move it. So for moving, you have simple keys like your combinations of J and Z to move it upwards, X, GX to move it in the X-axis, and GY to move it in the Y-axis. But me, I go with the item here to make the things clean. So for the Z-axis, I put it 0.5 blocks above because that's what I usually do. And here, as the block is too small, we don't really care. I'm just gonna do it 16 and 16 to make sure it's in the middle. Also to have a proper idea of how the word looks. So you're gonna click here and change the scale to 32 and subdivision 32 again. So here's the block is almost done. I'm gonna go back in TMUnlimiter plugin and I'm gonna select the void object. For the icon texture, I don't really care. And here we're gonna bring back this folder here. I mean this file. So I'm gonna select the whole folder, copy it, and paste it here. So it appears here once again. And for this part, the point is to select the same block so it fits inside. I don't really know how to explain that one, but you see how this block is tall. It takes two units. Let's call units here. It takes 2 units high, and it's less than 2 blocks. So we're gonna keep it in one. And you're gonna do create blocks from unit selection and copy all block units to second type. So this means you just do it in the air variation too. So you can just do create block units and copy all instead of creating block units, having to go here and do the same. You're just saving one click, but after that it's done. And for the last part, I'm gonna copy the name again. Gonna export the block because we are done with it, and I'm gonna place it in the yes, I moved that one. So we're gonna move in the custom blocks. So I'm gonna rename it here. This name is the same name, so I can find it easily. And I'm gonna make a new folder, which is be tutorial, and move it here, export. And I forgot something apparently. Oh yeah, you have to do Shift A and all transforms because it has to be a 1-1-1 scale. So now I can retry and Yes, now it works. So now I can open the game. It may take a bit of time. So now I'm gonna start a new world. In the editor, I'm gonna select the block, and here you can see it got created properly. So you can see now how the green box was 2 blocks tall. It's because of the block units I told you about earlier. So I'm gonna just test it to see if it works. So I'm gonna use this one. Please work. Yeah, I'm gonna press that one. So I'm gonna press enter inside so you can see how it will start or how I will spawn like in the middle of the block and a little above it. So you can see I really want. And the block is perfectly collidable and the texture renders as it should.